No amount of scrubbing can remove the stains of such fearsome piety.
Welcome back to Darkest Dungeon. I'm Wang, and this is Iron Chitlin, and we have a special video for you today.
This is special because the Abbey's...
The Abbey's a
cleaned.
bloody mess, and it horrified me. I never saw the sprite. I just saw the sprite, and I just sat there like, what did you guys do? You're supposed to whip him, not disembowel him?
I've never seen that town event before.
Neither have I. Also, the fasting seal was something I was really contemplating getting, but once again, I'm just kind of like, it's not worth it.
I do not see the point of the fasting seal.
Well, you gotta
honestly.
appreciate this, Chitlin. You gotta realize how much I loathe the food mechanic.
Yeah, but I don't know. There's just so many better trinkets I feel you can put in its place.
Yeah, it's not great, but it's still, like, with how I prep food, that's 4 uses of food instead of 3.
Yeah, I suppose.
And yeah, this time, we're actually going to the Warrens, I promise. Because I kinda have to if we want to get these bosses going. Now,
I kind of expect you to just click off to the ruins at the last second.
just to spite you. Let me just go back in time. Whoop. But yeah, on this team comp, this is actually something I did accidentally, but I realized this is fairly good just because the Jester is really good at countering the stress that the Abomination. I don't know names. The Abomination will generate stress, and the Jester will remove it, which is a really good tag team duo.
Is there a point to giving the Chirurgeon's charm to a Jester?
I was actually experimenting with something here. I wanted to see if the Chirurgeon's charm would actually affect stress heals.
I don't believe it affects stress heal unless it says it affects stress heal.
It does not, but I think I was approaching the tail end of 3 hours here, and I was just like, where's my brain at? Because yeah, as I mentioned in episode 10, this was a moment of like, man, I miss Darkest Dungeon. I'm gonna play. I'm gonna record a couple episodes, and it's gonna be great. 3 hours later, oh no, I have done so much.
Well, let's just send this shit to Chitlin. He'll watch it. Why not?
Let's just send 3 gigabytes of data, Chitlin. Oh no, Dropbox is yelling at me, and they've imposed a limit cap on me. I now have a 2 gigabyte cap on my Dropbox. Okay, fine, Dropbox. Fuck you. I'm going to Mega. Like I had perfectly fine service with them, and then they pulled this stunt on me. Like, I woke up this morning, I'm like, why don't I have a Dropbox? Dropbox screams at me. Okay, fine, buddy. We're done. And like, if you ever see me hover on the preparation screen, it's mainly because I'm sitting there like, did I get absolutely everything? Because I've had situations where I walk into a dungeon to think, oh no, I don't have accessories and torches. What am I doing?
To prosecute our war against the swine, we must first scout their
People in the
spoiler
thread
homes.
actually were talking about how it's really easy to forget to buy torches.
There was one guy in particular that was saying, everybody else is stupid. I always bring
Yeah.
the torches. I never forget. I forgot this time.
Yeah. I'm gonna say the best part of forgetting to buy torches is that moment of quiet acceptance before you snuff your own torch and do an impromptu dark run.
Oh, no. If you're like me, what you do is you have a Crusader and Vestal on your team accidentally and think, well, time to farm sunlight.
Another abomination cleansed from our
I actually had a situation where it was like halfway through a long mission and I had used my second bonfire, and I was like, okay, this is a fight where it's fucking nobody. I'm farming torch. Now here's what happens. The Crusader has a skill that gives +6 to your torch level. The Vestal has a skill that gives +8 to your torch level. So I just kept spamming these skills to no end.
No quarter.
This is the lengths I go to save my team.
It's not worth it, man.
It really wasn't. Also, I think Loon deserves a little bit of a relief. I would have liked it if you got rid of one of the locked-in ones. Oh well. That's still, what, 2,000 gold saved from a 50 gold item? Value down!
I would not spend to get rid of Cove.
That's true. That's really true.
I mean, that was kind of just a waste.
Okay, so, in all of the times we've gone to the Warrens, we've never met these assholes! These are the worst enemies in the Warrens. I hate them so much!
But they're so good! Look, they have little hooks.
If you didn't notice, their feet are also dismembered and they're reliant on weird little cage things for feet. They are so hideous looking. And they have both evasion and protection. And their skill is the dumbest thing in the world if they ever get to use it. I don't think I give them the chance to use it, but we'll see. Ah, not enough.
Their formation is
I
broken.
totally would have Iron Sworn that madman.
Yeah. But this is the move they have. They have a move that not only does a lot of damage and bleed, it also moves them back one.
Yep.
These things dig in like a tick, and it's really fucking hard to get rid of them if you ignore them.
I really like these enemies. I don't even know why.
It's pretty nice. I honestly think that the slasher is the enemy equivalent of the abomination because it has the chains and the heart-shaped lock that the abomination does. Oh, that's the thing I wanted to get into at some point, but wow, what the fuck?
Nice.
Wasteful, but nice.
I mean, it looked good.
But yeah, as I was saying, an interesting thing about this game is that enemy design in particular, there are certain enemies that echo a similar look to the heroes. Like you got the bandits and the highwaymen, you have the swine slasher and the brainwork abomination. I want to say the jester and the bone nobleman. But there are a lot of enemy designs that also echo the hero designs. And I feel like that's a really interesting story thing from a story's
Continue the
perspective.
onslaught. Destroy them.
I mean, I've honestly never really thought about it like that. I just, I don't know, and something I never really considered.
It's something I noticed in passing and I thought was really
Handsome
cool.
Reward for a task well performed.
Just little things that make this game so great. Like, there's a reason why I have 230 fucking hours in this game.
Yeah.
And still make all these rookie mistakes. To wit, I have been really considering trying to find a way to either commission someone or, by my own hands, get a jester mask. Because that thing looks really neat.
It doesn't look that hard to make.
It's basically just a porcelain mask with no details, but it looks really cool.
Yeah.
Terrors may indeed stalk these shadows, but
It's also
yonder,
kind of like...
a glint of gold.
It's also kind of gauche because people would just be like, oh, look at this guy trying to be the Guild of Owls from Batman, or fucking Guy Fawkes from V for Vendetta, but I still think it's a neat looking mask. I'd want that.
Yeah.
I also didn't realize that
Wealth beyond
that
measure.
Nalesh also has the
brave and the
Stylomania.
foolhardy alike.
That's what it's called, right?
Cytomania.
Cytomania. Why do I keep calling it a T?
I have no idea.
So someone in the thread actually brought up an interesting
Another
topic
one
about Iron Swan and how it's a... They called it a meta decision. Because Iron Swan is a very specialized skill. It's a skill that you can only use in rank 1, and it only hits in rank 4.
Executed with impunity.
And you only...
Holy shit! You attacked with a jester.
It's a creature I could kill with the jester.
I didn't see that one coming. I'm sorry. Go on.
It's fine. So the Iron Swan is a very specialized skill. It's a skill that you can only use in rank 1. It's only capable of attacking rank 4. You only bring it because you're fully expecting to attack rank 4 and you're not expecting to get moved. You're doing all this based on your knowledge of the game, which makes perfect sense. That's why I bring Iron Swan, because by design, any enemy that starts in rank 4 is designed to fuck start you from rank 4. Ergo, I'm gonna fuck start them. I don't want fucking bone courtiers to hit me with their stupid goddamn cup. That is why I bring Iron Swan. If you hear me getting very heated, I hate the fucking bone courtier. Also, man, Loon has like no luck with traps. Like, I just realized the past 3 videos he's stepped in spike traps, mushroom bombs, and now a buzzsaw. Also, ooh boy. This is actually not as bad just because everybody here has some means of doing something cool.
I mean,
The main threat here is that now that Loon is targeted, he is fully victim to these guys who actually do more damage to marked targets.
Huh.
I actually had to research that because I never knew that was a thing. However, I believe they can only attack rank 1 to 2, so putting Loon in the back, he's fine.
I'm fairly sure these worm things can attack anywhere.
Possibly, I'd have to re-look into that, but
Yeah.
I don't think
know.
Loon takes any more damage at this point. Man, that chain is really, really good. Like, wow.
Such a good skill.
Like, it's a stun. It has a good stun. It's good by merit. But it also does a lot of damage.
Confidence surges as the enemy
Like, wow, that's a lot of damage. I'm also kind of surprised that I ignored healing Loon there, because he's getting kinda in a dangerous spot.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
Yeah, I'll just heal for like 40 health. Nothing's gone wrong here.
Be wary.
Look, we're even done with the quest.
Triumphant
Yeah.
pride precipitates a dizzying
Absolutely
fall.
no problem.
So why the hell do we still have 13 minutes left in the video, you might ask?
I was actually going to ask once I actually looked down at the seek bar.
I'm pretty sure the audience is asking like that too, and you're also probably wondering why I said this is a very special episode. See that red tile in the hallway?
I do. Is it pigs?
It could be.
Wait, the food.
Consume everything! So, you always wonder why I prepare torches? Mini-boss time!
Yes!
This is a mini-boss called the Collector. He only his appearance triggers if you ever have more than half your inventory full. And it's a rare encounter, but oh man, this boss fight is really fun! Because A, it's a reference to the Yellow King.
I love this boss fight so much.
Its main gimmick is it's a summoner. It can summon all the heads that you collect as a part of the head collection thing that I've been striving to do so. But it could summon it in any formation. It could summon 2 bandits, 1 Vestal. It could summon 2 Vestals and a Protector. It could summon 3 fucking Protectors! You wonder why I hate the Protector head.
I find the Highwaymen to actually be the most dangerous thing in this fight.
They are the most dangerous, but they're also pretty squishy, so I leave them be until I absolutely need to kill them. But the Collector fight is really cool. Also, for those of you that are probably huge Bloodborne fans, yes, that is basically the same cage as the followers of Kos or Kazuma, I don't know what the fuck it is. It's basically the same idea. Also, this is his most dangerous attack.
Ow.
It has a high crit rate and it heals him for a huge bit.
Somehow, it it somehow heals him for more than it takes from you. I don't understand that bit, but
He gets a lot of use out of your life force, dude.
I mean, I guess.
Now, I don't know if it was a good idea to use Barbaric Yop here, just because the debuff is still there, and we're in for the long haul in this fight. The Collector's a pretty tough fellow. But yeah, the Collector is such a fun boss fight.
I mean, if only you had a character who could, like, cause bleeding or something on him, that would be something you could do.
If only I had a character that could attack rank 4. Oh, wait! It's a good thing I brought Iron Swan with me.
Yeah, you're getting good use of that.
Yeah. But seriously though, oftentimes the Collector will be in rank 4. And there's a reason why Chitlin and me were super excited to see that Glaive started with Iron Swan.
Mm-hmm.
As we mentioned before, it is a huge meta decision, but we know the meta.
As we said in that video, it's basically a giant fuck you to anyone in row 4, so...
It is such a good skill for circumstances precisely like this.
I mean, yes, it's a very, very, very situational skill, but when that situation arises, oh, it is so good.
So the big issue with the Collector is that 2 of his 3 heads are actually pretty threatening. To me, I feel that the healer head and the protection head are the biggest threats just because they make the fight last longer, and you don't want the fight with the Collector to last longer. Because while the Collector himself doesn't do damage, his Highwayman minions do damage, and he does stress damage along with it, so you're taking damage on both fronts. And because of that, it could result in one front breaking, and then once that happens, you could snowball into a huge problem.
Yeah.
I also love the fact that the Collector's coat is just a bunch of faces. That is so fucking weird.
There's a fun fact about that. The faces you can see on the right side of his coat when he opens it up are actually, I believe, alpha builds of the characters' faces.
Really?
The Highwaymen, yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, like original designs.
I do remember some of the design choices being changed, but I didn't think that these characters were those choices.
There's slight differences between, like, the Man-at-Arms and the Vestal and how they used to be.
Well, I can't see it anymore because, no.
Yeah, he's very much dead.
You got fucked up.
Yep, I've always considered the possessed Highwayman to be easily one of the most dangerous parts of this fight.
He is fairly dangerous. He has a high damage output and a high crit rate, which can be a problem. However, with how I always focus on double healers, I never really had to worry about him.
I always...
Success so clearly.
Also,
or is it merely a
before
trick of the
secret
mind?
rooms were a thing, the Collector was actually the only place to get those severed heads that Lang wants so much.
And you could still get those heads from him, which I was really hoping,
Yeah, I know.
really hoping I would get the healing head. But disappointment just surrounds my life like a plague.
What a shame.
So that's the Collector for you all. A really fun fight. And I'm just the only person that could see how fun that fight is, get a good reward, and still be mad.
Well, only getting one of the trapezohedrons is not great.
Yeah, it's technically a low ball reward.
Destroy.
And again, Iron Swan, magnificent.
I mean, it's not quite as bad as the time I got 75 gold from a Shambler fight, but...
Wait, I thought Shambler fights were guaranteed to get you a super cool reward that we can't discuss yet.
They are until you have all of those super cool rewards.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got all of them. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Okay, whoa. I think maybe I am a bit of a baby because I've only gotten 2.
Well, that's because you don't fight the Shambler ever.
Also, Harvest is a weird skill. I have a friend who I am convinced has no idea of what a good opinion is. When we first got this game, he swore up and down that Harvest is the best skill ever. Lately, I'm inclined to heavily disagree, but he still swears up and down for it.
I mean, it's not bad.
I'm not gonna rely on it. Like, you saw the only reason why I would ever use Harvest: if one enemy is dead and his adjacent buddy is also willing to get hit. It's still good, it's one of his attack abilities, but I just don't use it as much. Quite frankly, Hack Off is better just because it has higher bleed and higher damage output.
Yeah, but that only has a single target.
Which is, in some circumstances, you want that. You want to put 5 bleed damage on a piece of pork that's tough as rocks.
I don't know, I have a lot more experience using actual damage gestures than support gestures like you do.
Yeah.
So I actually use stuff like
Slowly.
Dark Stab and Finale and all that.
I don't know, the damage range on the fucking Jester, it just doesn't feel validated to me, quite frankly.
Yeah, he's still one of the last choices I pick for an actual damage dealing party. Oh my.
Oh no! Too bad it doesn't fucking matter! This affliction is actually dangerous because it comes with Kleptomania.
Yep.
And I believe it also just straight up does stress damage to your team, so...
Yeah.
Any other time that would have been threatening, but hey, I managed my shit properly.
The twisting tunnels seem a little
First run-in with the Collector went pretty well.
The Collector is actually not a hard mid-boss, he's just tough as nails.
You say he's not a hard mid-boss, but so many boss runs have been ruined because he showed up in that last hallway.
I guess I'm just lucky like I always seem to be.
Yeah, I don't like you.
They meet in secret.
Now here's a weird event. More new recruits. This event is weird. I don't honestly... I mean, I guess it's like, hey, you want a unit, here's some, but...
Yeah.
It'd be useful if it was Vestals. Occultist is just as good, quite frankly. This is the only time I've considered it. Other times I've had Highwaymen, Grave Robbers, Houndmasters, and like, look, the roster's filled. We don't need any more. But, honestly, I don't think I need it, but hey, here's our third Occultist.
Alright.
So, who won the dice roll this time? I took this one mainly because he had Faded, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Team KirbyCon. I was trying to look for a pink robe to match, but I guess we'll just have another purple mage. We also get, if I had to choose, and I am choosing, the first duplicate class I would get is the Houndmaster, just because of the role he fills.
A lawman and his faithful beast.
Well, I mean, you and I have talked about this before. The quad Houndmaster strategy is amazing.
Yeah.
and if you have space on your roster for 4 fucking Houndmasters and throw them all in one party, yes, it's the best strategy you can get.
Also, our second Houndmaster is a guy on YouTube, Bokenjima.
Welcome to the team. And
yeah, we have hit the point where I have all 3 bosses ready to go. The first boss has already been chosen by the time it's been this video comes out. It's the Hag, which is probably the best decision out of the 3 because out of the accessories we get, I would say either the Ring or the Crusader's Holy Orders are better.
I'd still go for the Siren first.
Yeah, the Holy Orders actually eke out as better, but hey, the Protection Ring is still good. Kind of putting everybody back in their places because this is the tail end of the recording, so I figured might as well polish up the management and start the next video fresh.
Alright.
I've gotten 5 Churgeon Charms this run.
Yeah.
How the hell?
I don't know.
It just dawned on me how much of those I've gotten. Also, I am unlocking my second patient cell, so let's get those Frankenstein monsters ready.
I mean, it's like the game's just saying, we know Wang really likes healers. He's a big baby man.
That's why we're gonna deny him the head. Here, have a book instead, and 5 amulets. Here, take all the amulets, just don't have this head. Just give me the head, Red Hook, I'm begging you. But yeah, next time we're fighting the Hag, which is the hardest boss in my opinion. One of the hardest boss.
This is gonna be real fun.
See you folks next time.